Okay, Ambassador Gipp, you are a new player on the block. You have come in with big marbles, 5 billion to be precise. So please tell us about Blackstone and how you will play with that, what segments you're in that Pradeep is not in, and how you will differentiate and add value.
Yeah,
and make money.
Hopefully make money. So I couldn't agree more with everything Pradeep said about looking at the individual countries, figuring out which are the right markets, and he sort of gave 3 C's as we started working at Blackstone to figure out where the big investment were going to be. I was talking with Sean Klimczak, who leads the practice, and I said, somebody told me this, there's 3 P's to doing business in Africa, so to top your C's. And far and away the most important is people, and finding the right partners and team on the ground in Africa. So that was sort of goal 1 for us. The second, if you're going to do infrastructure, but I think anything in Africa, is patience, because these are young markets, it's going to take a while, and if you're willing to, if people want to come in private equity and do quick turnarounds, I think it's not the right market. You've got to be there for a long time. And the third, and somebody else told me this and I loved it, is plan B. Because it's not going to go the way you thought it was. There'll be positive surprises and negative surprises, but you need to be able to look through those. For Blackstone, when we went in, the key was finding the right partners from the beginning. We were lucky enough to be able to partner with Aliko Dangote to do our work in Nigeria and get Lamido Sanusi to chair the board of Black Rhino. So we felt like we'd found the right local partners. We could bring Blackstone's global expertise in building energy and infrastructure to Africa and partnered with the right local partners who knew how to do business on the continent. Right now, we also brought in another partner, the Bafokeng, out of South Africa, in a group called MOGS that are some of the leading pipeline experts in the world. So we've really focused in 2 areas to this point. Nigeria, where we're looking at both power and a major pipeline, and Ethiopia, where we're looking at a major pipeline. Why those countries? The obvious question is, or obvious answer is, the market size is huge, the opportunity is huge, the growth rate is huge. And we felt like we had the right relationships to do business, and both with the government in Ethiopia, the government in Nigeria, but more importantly with the right local partners to be able to execute on those business plans. I think we're going to keep growing and looking for other opportunities, but it's interesting, and Pradeep hit on this, and the panel before talked a lot about it. I also spend a lot of time at Albright Stonebridge advising a whole number of American companies who are looking at Africa, and until we break down the barriers to trading between the continent, it really is a bunch of smaller markets, and quite often city markets, because even within countries you can't ship goods and make things work across the continent. I think the efforts that the panel before talked about are critical to opening up the markets and getting more and more investment.
Thank you very much, and Ambassador, for staying on time as well.
Doing business in Africa, you can't afford to be without Africa Investor.